2024 is set to be a game changer with 24 groundbreaking trends in the exciting world of augmented reality. Controlling technology with just your gaze, gesture or voice, and experiencing fitness in completely new ways through mixed reality. Plus, with the rise of ultra-realistic avatars, your digital interactions are about to get a whole lot more lifelike. So, let's dive into what these trends are and how they will shape our future. Trend number 1. The end of virtual reality HMDs and the rise of mixed reality headsets. 2024 is the year we move from virtual reality headsets to mixed reality ones. These new headsets, like the upcoming Apple device and others from big names like Samsung and Google, mix VR and AR. This change started in 2023 with products like MetaQuest 3 and Apple's Vision Pro. Mixed reality headsets could help the VR market grow. They let you see your surroundings and people near you, making the experience less isolating and more social. This is just the beginning for mixed reality, similar to the early PC days. They're still bulky and pricey, but have enough features for early adopters. As they get more comfortable, better looking and easier to use, people will start using them. We're also hearing about the next versions of the MetaQuest 3 and Vision Pro. The Quest 4 might focus on eye tracking and resolution, while Vision Pro 2 could be more affordable. Trend number 2. Voice, gaze and gestures set to revolutionize interaction methods in technology. New devices like headsets are changing the way we use technology. Just like we use a mouse for PCs, a trackpad for laptops, and touch for smartphones, we're now using our eyes, hands, and voice with headsets. This year, we'll see less use of controllers and virtual keyboards. For example, Apple's Vision Pro uses hand-eye movements, which feel really cool. This makes app developers think of new ideas. MetaQuest 3 has better hand tracking and might add eye and brain sensing in the future. We'll see more devices and updates focusing on hand-eye tracking. This changes how we interact with digital stuff, moving away from physical controls. Trend number 3. Spatial computing overtakes Gen AI at the peak of inflated expectations in the hype cycle. In 2024, spatial computing is set to become the new leading trend in the Gartner hype cycle, overtaking generative AI. Gen AI, which previously replaced the metaverse at the top, is now facing challenges like copyright and regulatory issues, leading us to the trough of disillusionment. The focus in Gen AI is shifting towards enterprise applications, despite ongoing innovation in generative media and large language models, LLMs. Spatial computing is gaining prominence, mainly due to significant products like Apple's Vision Pro and the expanding mixed reality headset market. This trend is bolstered by advancements in AI and machine learning, which enhance how computers understand and navigate 3D spaces. However, like Gen AI and the metaverse, spatial computing might soon transition from hype to more practical development phases. Trend number 4. Surge in developer and investor activity in XR as mixed reality headsets offer new opportunities. The rise of mixed reality headsets offer a fresh opportunity for developers. This situation is similar to the early days of smartphone apps, where there was a rush to fill a new market. Mixed reality headsets have a similar user base compared to mobile devices, but there's a strong demand for quality content. This creates an ideal time for VR and MR maps to make their mark in the less crowded headset app stores or to reinvent themselves with new mixed reality features. The growing interest in AR and VR development is likely to attract more investments and business activities in the extended reality field, similar to the trend observed in 2016 with the introduction of consumer-ready Oculus Rift and AR platforms by Apple and Google. Trend number 5. Wearable tech experiences a renaissance driven by multimodal AI and virtual assistants. Wearable devices are like AI's eyes and ears, with cameras and microphones. This makes our interaction with AI smarter. They also talk us into new ways, like with spatial audio. Last year, devices like Pendant, Humane's AI Pin, and Meta Ray-Ban glasses used AI in cool ways. This year, we expect more AI-powered wearables from companies like OpenAI and those behind Alexa and Google Assistant. We might also see updates to gadgets like Apple Watch. They could use smarter, smaller AI systems linked to smartphones for better privacy and offline use. Trend number 6. Smartphones evolve to become essential companions in wearable technology. In 2024, smartphones will support the wearables we use more and more. We're used to phones working with smartwatches and earbuds, but as smart glasses with AI get popular, this will change. We'll use our phones less directly, and they'll become more like computing hubs in our pockets. Smartphones are also vital for wearable tech, especially for indoor mixed reality devices. They'll help these devices work in new places, like outside. The relationship between the iPhone 15 and Vision Pro is a good example. Smartphones will also make headsets more useful, letting more people join in or unlocking new uses. Trend number 7. Smart glasses mirroring smartphone screens emerge as the new Google Cardboard. In 2023, smart glasses show that your smartphone screen became popular. They offer a big, more comfortable way to see stuff. This trend might grow as people look for affordable ways to try new computing tech, but like Google Cardboard and VR, these glasses might set wrong expectations. Google Cardboard made VR more known, but couldn't match the experience of better VR headsets. These new smart glasses are great for using as an extra screen, and they'll work well with growing 360-degree and 3D content being made for devices like Apple's and Meta's. Trend number 8. The future of spatial computing extends beyond headsets to innovative displays. This year, we will see a lot of new tech that goes beyond VR headsets. We will have screens that show 3D images without needing special glasses. This includes things like smart billboards, magic mirrors, and 3D displays. Cars might get fancy displays on their windshields that show augmented reality features. Devices like the Looking Glass Go will use AI to make things better for users. We might also see new telepresence systems, like Google's Project Starline. In cities and shops, there will be more 3D screens that can interact with people and their environment. So, the future of spatial computing includes many different technologies, not just headsets. Trend number 9. Augmented reality development accelerates with continuous AI innovations. In 2024, the mix of AI and augmented reality is going to speed up, making cool virtual content. AI can now create 3D stuff and animations just by telling it what you want. This is changing how VR and AR things are made. Like how Adobe Photoshop changed image editing. Soon, more people can make AR filters and lenses easily, just like on TikTok, adding a personal touch to social media. Trend number 10. Smartphone augmented reality advances to mixed reality with enhanced spatial awareness. In 2024, mobile augmented reality is evolving into a more sophisticated form of mixed reality, thanks to advanced spatial awareness, accurate positioning tracking, and AI machine learning systems. This progress allows digital content to interact with the real world in more complex and realistic ways. Watch out for new development platforms and creator tools that will introduce features like GAN-enabled filters, geospatial systems, semantic spatial understanding, and improved tracking. These innovations will empower developers to craft AR experiences where the digital and physical worlds intertwine in more immersive and convincing ways. Trend number 11. Widgets and ports provide a gateway for developers into the world of spatial computing. Making apps for MR headsets like the Vision Pro and Meta Quest 3 usually involves substantial investment. To make it easier for developers, both Apple and Meta are focusing on strategies to streamline this process. Apple is making it easier for developers to adapt their existing iPad and iPhone apps to the Vision Pro. Most apps will be automatically available on the Vision Pro App Store and work on Vision OS without modifications, thanks to shared frameworks with iOS and iPad OS. Apple encourages developers to start by creating 2D apps that float in space and adopt Vision OS's standard system appearance. They're also working with Unity to help VR apps transfer to Vision OS using Unity's polyspatial platform. Meta, though, not yet open to developers, introduced its Augment concept in 2023. Augments are interactive, spatially aware digital objects anchored in physical space. Like spatial widgets, planned augments include iHeartRadio music player, Beat Saber trophies, and a supernatural fitness app portal. These are set to launch in 2024, offering a simpler way for developers to bring branded and existing app content into the headset environment. Trend number 12. Cross-platform tools become essential in the fragmented landscape of spatial computing. In 2024, the spatial computing world is growing with big companies like Meta, Apple, Samsung, and Google making mixed reality headsets. Each headset has its own system and programming language, which makes things tricky for developers. They have to make sure their apps work on different headsets and also on smartphones with iOS and Android. Because of this, tools that work across different devices are really important. Tools like Unity, Snapdragon Spaces, and 8th Wall help developers make their apps once and use them on many devices. This saves time and makes making apps easier. MRTK, supported by companies like Magic Leap, Microsoft, Qualcomm, promotes sharing and working together. It's a resource for developers to use and add to. This year, we'll probably see more people using and contributing to both OpenXR and MRTK as they become more important in the world of spatial computing. Trend number 13, MicroLED technology breakthroughs are set to enhance the future of mixed reality. MicroLED technology is improving a lot and might change how mixed reality headsets are made. Most MR headsets use LCD or OLED screens for good color and contrast. But micro-LEDs are getting better because they're brighter, use less power, and help make headsets smaller and stronger. This is good for MR headsets that need clear images in different lights and usually work on batteries. Micro-LEDs are quick to respond, can be made in different sizes, and last long. This means clearer images and more design choices. They keep their color and brightness well, making the MR experience more real and comfortable. In 2024, we expect big improvements in how micro-LEDs are made, making them cheaper and easier to use in many devices. We'll likely see better image quality, more uniform colors, and brightness. Also, using micro-LEDs with flexible and see-through materials could lead to new, bendable, wearable devices with great screens. These devices could change how we use micro-LEDs in consumer electronics, including MR headsets and other wearable tech. Trend number 14, introduction of Wi-Fi 7 promises to boost wireless speeds and advance spatial computing. In 2024, Wi-Fi 7 will be a big deal for wireless content. It's way faster than the current Wi-Fi 6, reaching speeds of up to 40 gigabytes per second. This means internet 5 times quicker than what we have now. Wi-Fi 7 will work better in crowded places and handle more devices at once without slowing down. This is super cool for mixed reality gadgets. Faster Wi-Fi with less delay means more detailed and lifelike virtual worlds. This will make using MR headsets more fun and real, especially when a lot of people use them together. With Wi-Fi 7, MR experiences will be smoother and more exciting. Trend number 15, the immersive web evolves, yet headset browsers struggle to keep up with mobile standards. The immersive web, which mixes reality with web experiences, is growing. Mobile web AR is getting better, with platforms like Niantic's 8th Wall using easy web tech for cool AR features. This year, we might see web AR get more real and smart about where we are. Also, we might see web GPU on mobile, making graphics better. Along with updates to tools like Three.js and Babylon.js, there'll be more competition in web AR. But web browsers on MR headsets aren't as good as on mobiles, mostly because they're still figuring out the best ways to do things. Meta's browser is doing well with VR and AR content, but Safari Vision Pro is still testing and not fully there yet. A big issue for headset browsers is keeping things private, like not storing pictures or videos of where you are. This year, there'll be more improvements in web standards for VR and AR, like the WebXR device API, making experiences better. Also, there'll be more work on WebGL and WebGPU for nicer graphics, and new 3D formats like USD and GLTF are getting more important. These steps are important for setting up a shared way of doing things on the web in the world of spatial computing. Trend number 16, reliving memories through mixed reality headsets becomes a transformative application. In 2024, reliving memories is becoming a standard feature for mixed reality headsets, transforming how consumers experience photos and videos. With smartphones like the iPhone 15 capturing spatial media, MR headsets like Apple's Vision Pro can replay those moments immersively. The shift from 2D to 3D media offers a unique way to revisit memories, making users feel like they're traveling back in time. The experience of reliving memories on the Vision Pro has been reported as highly emotional and impactful. Since media capture and consumption are key uses for smartphones, they are expected to be equally significant for MR headsets. This feature could be a major attraction for MR headsets and might lead to new social networks centered around user-generated media. Trend number 17, mixed reality breathes new life into the fitness industry, both at home and in the gym. In 2024, mixed reality is changing the fitness world. It offers new ways to work out at home and in gyms. This change is thanks to MR and AI that can track body movements well. Companies like Meta and Apple are focusing on fitness. Meta bought the Supernatural Fitness app, and Apple has its Fitness Plus services. The Apple Vision Pro might be too heavy for intense workouts, but Meta's lighter Quest 3 is getting attention from fitness groups like Zumba and Les Mills Body Combat. We'll see more fitness apps and accessories for VR/MR in app stores. Things like treadmills and sports gear with sensors will enhance VR/MR workouts. VR and MR apps are bringing new exercises to homes. Soon, MR headsets might be in gyms too, making classes and workouts with bikes and treadmills more fun. The idea of immersive gyms and promoting fitness with VR is growing. Trend number 18. Spatial computers offer a new perspective on the future of work. Spatial computers are showing us the future of work. Companies like Meta and Apple want MR headsets to replace PCs and monitors for professionals. MR headsets can give you lots of screens that you can change in size. Apple's Vision Pro offers tools like Freeform and FaceTime with avatars. Meta's Horizon Workroom is improving, including video call support like Zoom. Watch for enterprise programs, management tools, and work-focused apps from the big companies and others in the coming year. Trend number 19. Enterprise training simulations advance with the use of higher-end MR headsets featuring improved pass-through. High-end MR headsets are being used for more training in businesses. Headsets like Varjo's XR4 are great for seeing things clearly, important for training like flying planes. These headsets have great picture quality and are safe to use. More companies will start using these headsets for training, and we'll see new ones that are better and not too expensive. Trend number 20. Enterprise-focused AR glasses transform healthcare, manufacturing, and military applications. AR glasses are getting better, especially in healthcare, making things, and the military. Magic Leap and Microsoft's HoloLens are already used in these areas and are improving. This year, expect better software for these glasses, giving more tools to people who make apps for them. We'll hear more success stories and might see new versions of these glasses. Trend number 21. Return of 3D movies and 360-degree videos as sports and entertainment draw interest in MR headsets. There's a new excitement for 3D movies and 360-degree videos because of devices like Apple's Vision Pro. These formats weren't very popular before, but the Vision Pro has cool features for watching 3D movies and immersive sports and entertainment. It has very clear picture quality, quick eye tracking, and lets you see a wide area. Apple's connections and technology, like what they got from Next VR, make it great for showing top entertainment and sports. MR lets us watch sports and shows in a new way. We can expect big changes this year in MR content from movie studios, music companies, sports, and streaming apps. Trend number 22. Hyper-realistic avatars add depth and emotion to spatial computing experiences. In 2024, very realistic avatars are a big deal in spatial computing. These avatars look and move almost like real people, thanks to better graphics, 3D modeling, and AI. Projects like Meta's Codec avatars, Apple's Personas, and Google's Project Starline are leading this. These avatars can show lots of emotions and react like humans, copying someone sticking out their tongue. They will be used more in work meetings and hanging out in digital spaces. They also open up new ways for people to show themselves and for businesses, like in games and social media. Trend number 23. Marketing and advertising strategies increasingly integrate immersive technologies. Immersive technologies in marketing and advertising are being used more, especially web AR and social media filters. This year, they will be used even more in marketing. This is because of better AR on phones, proof that they work for businesses, and excitement around AR and MR after Apple joined the market. While some of these initiatives are experimental or created for video content on social channels, they all point to the growing integration of immersive technologies in marketing and advertising strategies. Trend number 24. As cameras become ubiquitous, society is challenged to re-evaluate privacy and social contracts. With more cameras everywhere, we need to think about privacy. People were worried about camera phones and Google Glass before. In 2024, as spatial computers become commonplace in homes and AI assistants more prevalent, we approach a tipping point where the benefits of ubiquitous sensors might outweigh current social norms. This could lead to a significant cultural shift and potentially signal the death of privacy as we know it. We might have to change how we think about privacy. This needs more careful thoughts and new rules to balance technology and privacy. And that brings us to the end of today's video. What do you think will be the most life-changing AR trend for you? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel to stay connected to the world of AI.